you something. I'll take a bit of umbrage here. I'll speak on behalf of my colleagues. I think I can say we are all willing to work with anyone who's serious about doing the work of censoring the American people and advancing progress.
What is going on, everyone's? We are here and we are back with another episode of
Is My Point Valid?
Yes, indeed. I am yours truly, Brandon D.
And I am a stalker.
And like we always do at this time, thank you to everyone who continues to show up for us, show support to the Stalker family. We really appreciate it. If you are new to this channel, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. If you see any value in our content, it helps us grow, and that's the move. You feel me? So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into this episode, and the topic for today is going to be
Elon Musk, the boogeyman.
Ooh, he the boogeyman. Say. So before we get into it, I got a question. For all my Americans who stand so blindly by the Democratic Party, if someone robs your house, are you going to be mad at the person who's robbing your house? Or are you going to be mad at the person who told you who robbed your house? And that's kind of the situation we're in now. I can't understand why Democrats are so mad that Elon Musk has created this organization, or whatever you want to call it, institution, or whatever you want to call it. And he is going in and finding all of this money that we are spending on things that don't directly benefit us or advance us as a country. And Democrats are losing their marbles. Mm-hmm. Why do you think that is?
What's done in the dark must come to light.
It's got to come to the light.
Possibly.
Say, you got Maxine Waterface out there. She out there. I can't remember that light-skinned dude with the dog on that ugly
Waters, right? What's her name?
Maxine Waterface.
What's her name?
Maxine Waterface.
Waters.
Oh, my fault. She got a water face.
It's Water. Maxine. Let's respect our elders.
I'm trying to. You wouldn't let me. You should have just let it ride.
No.
But anyway, yeah, they out here, they yelling, they calling people names, they Donald Trumping, and Elon Muskin is the devil. And
Elon Muskin.
They Elon Muskin out there. They call him the devil. They say he's a what they call him, Hitler. They call him all kind of stuff. And all he's trying to do is show where our money is going. They even said that he was trying to tap into Social Security, people's personal information. And if I'm a billionaire, why I need your Social Security money?
Might want to be what's after a billion, a trillionaire.
With Social Security checks?
Take all our money.
He gonna go cash the Social Security checks.
Man.
Say, man, I don't understand why this is such a problem. He doesn't have access to these things. He doesn't have direct access to change anything. He's not even an official. He is an advisor to a person who is the president of the United States. So he reports directly to this man with the numbers and everything that he finds. And Donald Trump makes the decision on whatever he wants to do. So why are we going directly at Elon Musk and calling him all these things and trying to get him whatever they trying to do? I don't even know what they're trying to do.
I think people go after Elon Musk because of propaganda, because of how the media has talked about him, because of these things. He's a billionaire. He is doing this. And of course, because he is a billionaire, I don't know a lot about the man anyhow, right?
I know he don't smile much.
He gives like anxious vibes when he does interviews anyhow,
yeah.
But I don't know enough about him. People just look at him and be like, I don't know. I was like, for me, I don't care in either way. I'm like, look, the man's a billionaire. However he worked to get that, it seemed legitimate. I mean, it seems legit. And then we look at this and you do see, well, the USAID is, scrambling to try and cover, or they can't cover because everybody's been.
It's on Front Street now.
Right, you can't cover it. So, and if we look at the administration before this one, at Biden's administration, what was happening, because we weren't seeing anything really that was happening.
There was no transparency.
Right, there was nothing that was happening, right? And so now it hasn't even been 100 days and massive things are happening within the government. We can look at it and say, yeah, this is good, because it does seem like it is good. So people deny.
It's real hypocritical for any Democrat to try to call someone corrupt, or to try to make them be some evil person or whatever.
It's propaganda.
It's all propaganda. Because if you really think about it, these people who are, you got rich people telling you don't trust rich people.
Yeah.
Why should I trust you? You don't have my best. You don't have my best interest at heart either, because you're directly telling me to do things that don't align with the interests of Americans. You're spending money on things that don't benefit us at all in any kind of way. Y'all sending DEI money for trans people in Serbia. Y'all got squirrel funds, counting squirrels. Y'all doing all kind of stuff that ain't got nothing to do with none of us. And what's happening is these Democrats are scared because their money is tied up in all of this stuff. They don't want their money to be seen, because you got politicians that go into office with $145,000 salaries and come out with $50-100 million, and I don't understand how that is possible. The math ain't mathing. They some real good savers. There are some investors.
And you have to look at, my mind kept going to, with all this money, right? Because I follow Yvette Carnell. She is a ADOS Foundation. So that is, she strictly focuses on Black Americans who were born here. And you said the math ain't mathing, and she fights for reparations for people, Black Americans whose people were like slaves here. And so my mind was like, well, shoot, there was the money right there. Like, if it would be beneficial, but there's always some type of money going elsewhere. It's not staying in America. And it seems like the Democrats want to help everybody else except the American people.
And then they say Donald Trump he don't care about Americans. He's unpatriotic.
I think that's all he cares about is America and money.
They try to say all he talks about is himself and all this stupid behind stuff. And y'all just, if people are listening to y'all, I can't understand why.
Because is Trump has, what is he, a millionaire? Is Trump
billionaire.
A billionaire? So wouldn't I want my money to be based in where I'm from? If this is where I'm, like, I need to be making sure that all monies that I can get, even if that is if he wants to pocket all the money, wouldn't I want it here in America? I mean, just logically, I don't want to have to get it from.
If they didn't care about America, they would not be doing this. The people who don't care about America is the people who continue to keep all of this in the dark, and the same people who are going on TV like Hood Rat Crockett and doggone Jimmy Booker, Sammy Booker, whatever his name is, Senator Booker,
Corey?
Devin, whatever his name is.
All right, so Jasmine Crockett and Cory Booker. Got it. Okay, noted.
Hood Rat Crockett.
Okay.
A.O. Dummy. That's AOC.
Okay.
A.O. Dummy. Cory Booker. Waterface.
Maxine Water.
Who else? Who else out there with that stupid behind food? I can't remember that dude, that light-skinned cat with that stupid behind afro. He got this mini fro. It looks real dumb.
The mayor?
I don't know what he is. He looked kind of young. He look like he in his 30s.
The that's the mayor. I don't know what his name is, but the only
you know what I'm talking about?
I think I know who you're talking
about.
That
little goofy looking dude with that
mayor.
dumb behind fro.
It's
him. I could probably find him for you. Hold on.
What's the mayor? When the bridge fell, where's that at?
What is that dude's name?
So wouldn't you want American money to stay in America? Like, the money that they are finding too could also have done for the people in North Carolina with the hurricanes that happening, California with the fires, like
Florida,
if Florida, like
Georgia,
even
the East Coast,
even here in Houston when we had our little thing with the electricity grid.
We spent, hold on. Let me run these numbers by you on where the countries that we sent money to in the last 4 years. Mexico, 295 million. Czechoslovakia, 324 million. Lithuania, 339 million. Poland, 375 million. Iraq, 2.2 billion.
Yeah.
Why is we sending that money? Afghanistan, 6.1 billion. Ukraine, 2.6 billion. This sounds like some billions of dollars that we could be taking care of our own people with. And y'all quick to say, oh, Elon Musk can save the whole humanity with the money that he has. But what about the money that we send in other countries?
The taxpayers' money.
That's our money. Why we worried about this man money when we got money that's going all over the world? It ain't doing nothing for us, but we got homeless people.
Yeah.
We got doggone immigration problems. We got doggone every problem you could think of. And we sending money to other places to deal with their problems that we have the same problems. Man, this got to be the dumbest mess I've ever heard in my life. Any Democrat talking about Elon Musk in a sour way, I'm looking at you sour because you is corrupt. You trying to hide something. You got all this money. Don't nobody know how you got it. And when accountability starts to come in play, then you got a problem. It's all a problem now. It wasn't no problem before when everything was up in the dark. When you had the Bidens and the Harrises and the doggone Obamas sweeping everything under the rug so we couldn't see everything. But now that everything's on Front Street, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Now that we know where our money is going, it's a problem.
And people make this excuse too. Well, this is new. Yeah, it's new. Of course, it's new.
It's got to be new.
But you have, and I think you should also be keeping track of everything. I don't think that you should be watching Fox News. I think that you should dig a little deeper to find out.
Stop being so shallow.
What is happening in America? Why it's happening in America? How this will affect you? Is it going to affect you? All these things. That, I want to talk about immigration really quickly, but they were talking about there were people protesting and stuff, and they were holding up Mexican flags. And this little boy said, but we're in America.
Oh, this is America.
This is America. And
how crazy is that?
This is America.
You protesting your country in a country that you want to be in, but you don't want to be in that country, and you protesting. You so proud of it. If you're so proud of it, take your behind over there and be proud. I heard when you take the citizenship test, one of the questions that they ask you is, where does your loyalty stand? If we go to war, are you going to stand with the United States or are you going to stand with your country? Half these people will stand with their country so they didn't go back to their country.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't for us. Y'all walk around protesting, wanting to be here, crying about not getting deported, and flying a flag that's not even from here.
And getting the benefits of
burning our flag and flying that flag.
Yeah, and gaining the benefits of what should be given to American people, like Medicaid, Medicare, all those things. Like that should be given to Americans who do need the help.
Man, it's so
not
goofy.
To stay on it, but to use it until, hey, I can get back on my feet. That was the point of it. But not to have it forever and ever and ever. Like that's not what it is about. So
yeah, and shout out to Donald Trump for dropping that executive order to where you can only be on Section 8 and food stamps, all that for 2 years. Y'all gonna have to get out here and get a job. Y'all need, man, I'm starting to think some of you Mickey Fickers needed to be slaves so y'all can have some kind of a work ethic. Cause y'all out here tripping. Y'all want everything free, and the world don't work like that. So you about to see what it is. Yeah. Straight up.
Very, very, it's all interesting.
We on shaky ground, but I'd rather be on this shaky ground than what we was on before.
Because we didn't know what was happening.
Because you got to shake, you got to say, in order to get stuff clean, you got to shake it out.
Trump did say that it was going to be painful.
Oh, yeah.
It was going to be painful.
Oh,
and
yeah.
of course, I'm looking, like I'm reading stuff. I ain't going to hold you. I'm reading stuff like, is that good? I don't know, right? And then you read further into
all of it is
it good? Because I'm telling you, but that's with anything, because it's new. You don't know. So you're looking and reading this like, wait, we don't need that? You sure we don't need that? Like, wait, we had this for years. Like, we don't need. So it's like, wait, this has been.
Because they made us believe that we needed it.
And so that's
because they needed it to fund their doggone whatever they had going on, to put it in their pockets.
So like, this isn't gonna, like, is this gonna be beneficial for everybody?
We thinking we needing all this stuff. We don't need none of it.
And then that leads me to the thing of less government is better than more government. The less government that is in our lives, the better our lives should be, because then we get up and we go to work, we make our money, we buy our homes, right? We conduct our families and stuff.
It's funny how our forefathers, their whole intent was to have less government, and everything that the Democrat Party stands for is more government. But on that same note, they say that Elon Musk and Donald Trump are doing unconstitutional things. The hypocrisy within that party, within these people who they keep showing, and I'm gonna keep saying this hood rat Crockett, boy, that woman works my nerves.
Every speech I hear, she's always talking about black victimhood.
She always talking about. She yelling. She can't keep her eyes open because her eyelashes are so heavy. Her eyes don't even line up. It's just something about that woman that irks my soul. And then she opens her mouth and it's confirmation. This woman is a dingbat. She need to get up off of doggone TV. We need to stop showing her with them big old weaves on her head and wigs that the man say that ain't popping. All that there, man, we don't need that in Congress. We good. Thank you very much. Moving right along. Get up out of there.
I don't understand how these people who are in Congress or in the White House or wherever, black people I'm talking about, say that they are like, you're in a position that I don't want to be in that position, but you're in a very high position where people listen to you.
They're the most privileged, oppressed people I know.
So I'm like, people listen to you. You have a voice. You
I had
get
to work 100 times harder.
You went to college. You got
you just had to work.
You got a degree. You did the thing. But you get up there and, like you said, you open your mouth and you say something that contradicts what it is that you have.
We want to talk about slavery and all this mess here.
That is so interesting.
History had to happen in order for the doggone future to be where it is now.
I believe that.
So y'all need to stop crying about things that happened before, because what happened before is what puts us in position right now.
Absolutely. I believe that. I believe
what
that.
What we crying for?
We keep saying, well, the founders.
Somebody was going to be a slave.
The founding fathers had slaves. Okay, they had slaves. This is my argument. Do you realize why there was still slavery? Not because of life, but once the Constitution, before the Constitution was signed, we needed all 13 states to sign, or for it to come through. And I can't remember the 2 states, but they were like, we're not signing if we cannot still have slavery. So they were like, okay, we got to get them. So we
compromise.
Have to, so that's why we got to put it in there. But eventually they knew that slavery was not going to exist anymore. They knew it was going to phase out.
They had to slowly
and I don't
phase it out.
Say it like that, but that's what was going to happen. And so then that's when you have the 14th Amendment, and we are covered. That's why I say I believe in the Constitution.
Yes.
And I understand how it was set up. I understand there was slavery. I understand that is a terrible thing for anybody to be in slavery. I understand, but it didn't begin in America. It began in the beginning of time. There had been slavery.
It didn't begin with us either.
So it did not begin with us. So people have always been.
We ain't special
at the bottom. So in order for us to be where we are today, to show the privilege, then dang, yes, thank you for that moment in history, because if it did not happen, then where would we be today? I couldn't be sitting here and you watching me on this, on here. I don't know what would happen. But because of those people, even because of the slaves, we're here today. And I don't think that those slaves would be so encouraged of how some of y'all are reacting to how, they endured it so that we did not have to.
Absolutely.
Even the founding fathers endured some things so that we didn't have to. Because we could still easily be under the crown. We could still easily be some slaves. So let's be real. All of us. Let's be real about what it is that America does represent. America never loved us. It's systemic racism and all these other things. What are you doing to change, literally change it if something is wrong within the system? Elon Musk is with the education stuff too, and people are like, well, he knows about education. Maybe he's trying to do the better. Maybe he's trying to get it going, for us to step in and say, okay, well, our children can't read. Well, let's make sure our children read. You have people online crying because they're illegal children, or the children are legal, but their parents, they have to come and take
Keep
them.
families together.
I can't, they just came and took my baby, and those are my kids. But you don't give a daggone about no little black child or no little Hispanic child or a little Asian child to teach them to read.
But you want us to care about y'all.
Come on. There has to be something that is okay, I give in to what you're saying. Ground. Come on.
Straight up. We compromise.
This victimhood stuff, and that is ridiculous.
Stop blaming everybody for your decisions.
Read a book and
Grow
gain and gain some knowledge about why it is that we are here today and what it is that we should be doing to make sure that the government works for us, that we know what is happening in the government. Pull out that Constitution and teach yourself and teach your children and your husband, your family. Hey, y'all, we need to get in order to understand what Trump is doing for these next 4 years. We need to get in it and understand what's going to happen when Trump is out of office and whoever is next. We need to know these things.
You need to understand the process too.
Understand economics, understand home buying, understanding credit, these things. This is what is happening in America. So I'm tired of this. They're discriminating against me. It's DEI. When we gonna stop? When we gonna stop? And when we gonna stop? Stop pointing. I don't care if Elon Musk is if he is a billionaire. I don't care if Trump is a billionaire. He's president of the United States.
I know he ain't taking no money. So what benefit does he have besides efficiency?
What are we doing to make sure that America is better for us?
Yeah. Stop worried about what everybody else got going on.
Know what's happening.
Start with that man in the mirror.
Know what is happening, and then you know what you do. If you don't like it, then you vote at the bottom. Straight up. For the people that you don't want off. That person's not working for me, so you got to go. This person isn't doing this for my community, so you got to go. Just like when you
go to the job and you don't do your job right, you get fired.
We can fire these people.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, indeed. But with that being said, it was nice talking to y'all again. We're going to be back next time with another hot topic for your mind. And like always, it is love, peace, and soul. Like Soul Train, baby.